Thank you, Commander. Thank you. I noticed there are lots of folks standing in the back. If you are interested, there are plenty of seats up front. I invite you to come on down and take a seat if you are so inclined. The American Legion is one of the most powerful voices in Washington, and it's because of you and our strong grassroots presence. Veterans across this nation depend upon you to help make sure the nation does right by them. Just remember, the most important meeting members of Congress will have that relate to the American Legion will be the one they have with you, their constituent. Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest is the chairman of the U.S. House Veterans Affairs Committee. He was first elected in 2008 to serve the 1st Congressional District of Tennessee. As a physician, he ran a successful medical practice for 31 years and delivered close to 5,000 babies. He's an Army veteran and a member of American Legion Post 24 in Johnson City, Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm American Legion welcome to the Honorable Representative from Tennessee, Phil Rowe.
Thanks very much for having me, and I appreciate the opportunity to be here. And as you all know, Congress has a less than 12% approval rating, so I'm glad to get invited anywhere. So thank you for having me. I told the Speaker the other day, I said, you know, Mr. Speaker, it's not really as bad as you think. There are actually 3 things that poll worse than we do. He said, well, what could that possibly be? I said, Lindsay Lohan, meth labs in North Korea. So the bar's pretty low. I want to thank you all for being here, taking your time to come to Washington to talk to us about the important issues that you face. And once again, my name is Phil Rowe. I'm just a country doctor from Northeast Tennessee, a lifelong Tennessean that about 8-9 years ago decided that I didn't like the direction the country was going. I felt like I could serve my country again after over 30 years in private medical practice, and so I went off my medication and ran for Congress. So be careful to be sure to stay on your medicine. I was a young physician in Memphis. I tell people that I actually won a free trip to Southeast Asia. Many of you did the same thing. I went to the mailbox and had this draft notice, and I had a 6-week-old child when I went in the military, as many of you probably did. A few basic training, was stationed in Korea 13 months at Camp Casey, Camp Bradley, and I spent a few months down in Seoul at the 121 EMAC Hospital. Grew up in a military town, Clarksville, Tennessee, where the 101st Airborne is, and I've always felt like I was part of the military. And I know in the Congress today, less than 20% of us have served in the military, and back in the 70s, over 80% had served in the military. So there's a different, I know many of you maybe are World War II, Korea, Vietnam, a lot smaller percentage of us have served now than did in previous generations. I think it's a real honor. It is an honor to do what I do and have the time to do this, and the opportunity to do this, I should say. And I want to, again, thank you all and your families for coming up here. I know a lot of times we forget when we're in the military that there's a family at home that loves us and cares for us and waits for us when we come home and gives us the opportunity and privilege to serve. And I also want to thank Dr. Schulte, who's our new Secretary of the VA, who's back. I've got to be careful what I say because he's backstage. He is going to be a great secretary. I've had the opportunity for the last 18 months to work with him on the Veterans Affairs Committee. I believe he is going to do a great job for our veterans in this country. I know that you all know, back in 2014, I've been on the Veterans Affairs Committee since 2009 when I was sworn into Congress. And at that point in time, we were spending about $97 billion a year on veterans care. Today, it's just a little south of $180 billion. We've added almost 100,000 employees during that time, from 260,000 employees to over 360,000. Now, the VA has more employees now than the U.S. Navy does. I don't know that the VA is doing that much better job. I know that my concern is, and I think we have the resources to take care of what we are doing today. I think we need to do a better job of managing, and I intend to make sure to hold the VA accountable. I know there's a bill we have coming up next week that we're going to mark up, an accountability bill, and I know many of you are aware of the scandal that occurred in Phoenix. And it turned out that these wait lists were more pervasive than we had thought. One of the things this accountability bill is going to do is to give Dr. Shelton, who's asked for these things, the ability to fire or to hold people accountable for what they do. And there are many egregious, I could go over them, I'm not going to this morning, that have occurred, actually have occurred. It took months and months and sometimes even years to make right. I come from the private sector. That doesn't happen in the private sector. I can tell you that some of these events that occurred, the door would hit you in the backside on the way out that day. That's how long you would be in the building if you did some of the things that we see done. So I think Dr. Shelton needs to do. He's going to get these to us. So we're going to mark this bill up just next week. One of the primary things I want to work about as a physician who saw veteran patients in my office and who saw veterans as an active duty military doctor. I want to be sure that we put the veteran in charge of healthcare decisions. And what I mean by that is my practice, the person I worked for was the patient, not the insurance company, not the hospital, not anybody else. I want the veterans and the doctors to be making those healthcare decisions. If you feel like that you're not getting the care you need at the VA hospital, then you should have a choice to go where you want to. Many veterans, maybe I was a little presumptuous in my re-election in October, but I traveled to Lubbock, Texas, and to the Pasco Valley in the Yakima in Washington to visit rural areas where VAs are, and the veterans are spread out all across this country. In my district, for instance, almost 10% of my district are veterans. We have about 70,000 veterans in the 1st Congressional District. And I know we have Bob Hensley, who's, I think Bob is sitting one out front here, who's a veteran from Mountain City, Tennessee, and I want to thank him for being here, and fellow Tennesseans for being here today. I know there's some Texans out there, and I want to remind you that it would not be a Texas if it were not for Tennessee. The opportunity, what I want to see happen with the VA in healthcare is I want you to have the absolute best healthcare that can be provided by anybody in the world. You should have that as a veteran. You've earned it. Deserve that. I think accountability and access to care is a huge item for me. We have I co-chair the Doctors' Caucus in Congress, and there is a huge issue, not just among veterans, but certainly among our country, of opioid abuse. And we've had now, this is unbelievable, that we've had prescription drug overdose deaths last year killed as many people as car wrecks do, or breast cancer in this country. It's a scary epidemic that's preventable, and it's a passion of mine to see this stamped out. It is something that we should not have. There's an appropriate use for opioids, and then there's inappropriate use. And I want to be sure that veterans who need these medications get them, but that we also protect people from the deaths that are occurring. I know there's another thing that I'm very concerned about also with Tim Walz, co-chair the caucus in Congress that takes care of folks with PTSD. And we haven't done the job we need to do. The VA is at the forefront. I will give them a big shout out. There are a lot of things they need to do. The VA has been a leader in PTSD treatment, and it's an issue across this country. We passed a bill called the 21st Century Cures Act, where we acknowledge that we need to do more for not just veterans, but for other patients in this country that are suffering from PTSD. One of the biggest things that we're going to have to do, and I know Dr. Shulkin is concerned and worried about this, is the enormity of it, is to transform the VA's IT system. And what do I mean by that? We spent $4.5 billion last year. That's $4,500 million on technology. And it's right now, the VA's healthcare system is a bit of an electronic health record system you got. And I can tell you this from personally installing one, it is not easy to do. I say this sort of as a joke, but not. There's an electronic health record system that made me a congressman. I mean, it about drove me crazy learning how to use the thing. Technology is good if it works, and the VA system needs to be reformed for their billing. We're sending people out on the choice program, which we know is not working like it should. I could tell you stories all day that I've heard about how it's not working. We've got to get that working better. But technology is one of the keys to it. So you can bill, so you can pay your bills, so you can do other things with technology. And that's a big, big bite we're going to take at the apple. One of the things I want to assure you is that I am not sitting up here talking about privatizing the VA. I'm talking about making the VA better. And that's something I think that's extremely important for people to know that that's not what we're doing. The VA in 20 years is not going to look like the VA today, I can tell you that. Medicine's changing, and it's changing rapidly. We have veterans that live in very rural areas that need access in a different way, whether it's telehealth or other devices that we use. I don't even know I know that probably most of you have a smartphone. There's going to be a tremendous amount of health care provided through a smartphone. And I know I'm getting older because I keep getting these unsolicited emails for the walk-in tub. I don't know about you. I get one every day now. But that's going to change how we provide health care to people. I think we have the most bipartisan committee in the Congress, the Veterans Affairs Committee. It's one of the reasons I enjoy